You aren't a failure for wanting to lie on the couch for 6 hours after a long day of work. In fact, if your prehistoric ancestors could see you right now, they'd probably give you a standing ovation for your incredible survival skills. We live in a world that treats laziness like a moral sin, but what if I told you that what you call procrastination is actually a brilliantly designed evolutionary mechanism that kept our species alive for a quarter of a million years? Think about it. We spend our entire workday dreaming about free time, but when the evening finally arrives, we feel too exhausted to do anything meaningful. We scroll mindlessly, we watch random videos, and then we drown in guilt because we feel like we wasted the night. I've been there, staring at a screen, feeling that heavy weight of unproductive shame, until I realized that my brain wasn't broken. It was just running a software program designed for a world that hasn't existed for 10,000 years. Imagine you're a stick man living 50,000 years ago. You don't have a grocery store, a refrigerator, or a productive morning routine. In that world, energy was the ultimate currency. Every single calorie you spent hunting or gathering was a calorie you didn't have to escape a predator later that afternoon. Our ancestors, who were highly motivated to run around for no reason, didn't survive to pass on their genes. The ones who survived were the ones who mastered the art of doing absolutely nothing unless it was strictly necessary. Your brain is a pattern-matching machine that still thinks a modern to-do list is a dangerous expenditure of life-saving energy. Here's a wild piece of science. Your brain represents only about 2% of your body weight, but it burns a massive 20% of your daily calories just to keep you thinking. It is a high-maintenance supercomputer. Because the brain is so expensive to run, it has developed a night shift team of cleaners. During deep sleep, your brain cells literally shrink to allow fluid to wash away metabolic waste and toxins built up during the day. When you feel lazy, it's often just your brain signaling that the office is cluttered and it's time for a cleanup. It's not a lack of willpower, it's a biological requirement for maintenance. The real problem isn't that we are lazy, it's that we are trying to manage our time when we should be managing our energy. Your evening isn't just a set of numbers on a clock, it's a fluctuating wave of cognitive capacity. Most people treat their evenings like a debt they are paying back to tomorrow rather than an investment they are making in themselves. When you try to force productivity during a natural biological dip, usually between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m., you aren't being diligent. You're being evolutionarily inefficient. To fix this, we need to stop fighting our biology and start working with it. Instead of seeing your evening as one big, overwhelming block of free time, you need to use the 90-minute block system. Your brain naturally operates in 90-minute cycles of focus and recovery. Block 1 should be pure recovery. No decisions, no planning, just recharging. This honors your ancestors' need to save energy. Block 2 is for growth. This is when your energy naturally starts to rise again, making it the perfect time to learn a new skill or move your body. Block 3 is for connection. Humans are social animals. Our survival once depended on the tribe. By the end of the night, your social battery is usually ready for quality time with family or friends. But even with a plan, we often fall into the trap of digital vampires. Your smartphone and laptop are designed to hijack your evolutionary triggers. They offer cheap dopamine rewards that trick your brain into thinking you're achieving something while silently sucking away your potential. The solution isn't to live like it's 1985, it's to use analog hours. 1 hour before bed, put the devices in another room. Turn your bedroom into a sanctuary rather than a satellite office. When you remove the digital noise, your brain can finally enter a state of true ancestral rest. We also have to deal with our spotlight effect. We feel like everyone is judging our lack of progress, but the truth is, everyone else is too busy worrying about their own laziness to notice yours. You are the editor of your own story. If you feel overwhelmed, try talking to yourself in the third person. Instead of saying, "I can't get off this couch," say, "Peter needs 20 minutes of rest before he starts his growth block." This simple shift creates a psychological distance that allows you to access your rational brain instead of your emotional one. Remember, any emotion, even the most intense frustration or urge to procrastinate, only lasts about 90 seconds in the body. It's a chemical wave that washes through you and then disappears unless you keep feeding it with negative stories. If you can wait out those 90 seconds without reacting, the lazy urge often fades, leaving you with the clarity to move forward. Don't try to transform your entire life overnight. That's a sprint, and evolution designed us for the long game. Focus on being just 1% better every day. If you improve by 1% daily, you'll be 37 times better by this time next year. It's not about the giant leaps, it's about the compound interest of tiny choices. Stand up for 60 seconds every half hour. Tidy your desk for 2 minutes before you switch tasks. These are the micro habits that signal to your brain that it's safe to move from energy conservation mode to action mode. Your life is a finite resource. A human being only gets about 30,000 days. If you're 30 years old, you've already used 11,000 of them. Someday is a dangerous word because it tricks you into thinking you have infinite time. You don't, but you do have the power to redesign your environment. You can choose to be the architect of your habits instead of a victim of your prehistoric hardwiring. Stop judging your fatigue, start listening to it with curiosity. When you stop fighting your nature, you gain the energy to build your future. If this perspective shift helped you, hit the subscribe button and the like button to join our community of intentional builders. Let me know in the comments, what's one lazy habit you're going to rebrand as energy conservation tonight? Your 30,000 days are ticking. Don't just spend them, invest them. I'll see you in the next video.